Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. Gandalf is saying hello as well, and we're gonna pick up right where we left by talking to Herubrand.
I have need of your help.
A formidable Dunlending chieftain now sits on the throne of Woodhurst, and Arnwi has joined him. The men in Lower Woodhurst were our brothers, but the men in the Meat Hole are working for the White Hand, and are not my brothers. They are weak men, and it seems the soothsayer was right and the city has fallen. It is up to us to act. The time has come to gather, Nothmar and Gifemund's men. We must confront our foe.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
We are ready. We have rested from our journey from Westfold, and are ready for a fierce battle that is surely ahead of us. Well, I am ready too. This guy's had it coming for a long while, so... time for payback. And I hope you disappear after we finish this quest line. Don't wanna see you again.
Survive this onslaught.
It is good to see you have returned, Beriathan. My men have gathered and we are prepared.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
The city has fallen as the soothsayer predicted. I was a fool to think Guard Captain Thurferth was the rising darkness, but he was a part of the problem. I should have known the Dunlendings were involved, and though it was his duty, Thurferth was doing nothing about them. The time has come to confront our true foe. Woodhurst will be changed forever after this, either for better or worse. Speak to me again when you are ready. Let us go. The enemy no longer hides in the shadows and has taken the Meat Hole by force. There are so many. This will surely be a battle. When you are ready, we will fight our way to the Meat Hole. I am ready.
A dark power waited in the shadows of Woodhurst for the moment to strike, and watched while the city's champions squabbled among themselves. Now residing on the seat as Woodhurst's conqueror, the champions may be too weak to purge its growing influence.
Yeah, don't say that. I think our chances are pretty good. Just need to make sure that all these guys survived. And we bring justice to town. We have a fight ahead of us. Herubrand and Nothmar said they would meet us at the fountain. We should capture and hold the fountain area while they make their way to us. Skurfa and Mana. Okay. So these are the two guards we talked to in the lower tavern? Didn't trust you guys at first, but it seems you were in the right. So I'm sorry. Now, you want me to hold the fountain? I will hold the fountain. You don't need to worry about that. Oh jeez. These guys, on the other hand. Oh my god, they killed me! Was I too overconfident? Maybe. I wasn't expecting that. Good thing though is, at least... Oh, bite me. At least we respawned within the instance. And we don't need to retrace anything. Yeah, Gifemund, where were you when this guy wrecked me, please? Yeah, I think I didn't realize how strong this guy was. Did I make a mistake by pulling him first? You're not killing me again. Jesus, this guy is really strong. Come on. You defeated the enemy around the fountain and can hear Herubrand and Nothmar approaching. Oh, thank God. A little bit too late, guys, but grateful that you are here. So hopefully we can retake the town now, all together. Herubrand and Nothmar, we have them here, ready to fight. There are men over there. Gifemund and his men over here. Our chances are looking pretty good, if you ask me. Just gotta be a little bit more careful with what I do. This is only the beginning. We need to make our way to the meat hall door. Nothmar's men will stay with Mana and Skurfa and will hold the fountain area behind us. Too far away? Oh, come on. So now it's just Herubrand, Nothmar, Gifemund and I. Which of course is reasonable. It's still 3 NPCs aiding us. I don't think we need more than this, especially because they have a pretty good healing skills. We just can't rush it. One wave at a time, and we will be okay. There we go, finally. Yeah, let us make our way to the meat hall. Steep climb. Look who it is there, waiting for us. So I hope you're happy with what you've done, traitor. I know I'm happy to be facing you at long last. Completed, Uruk Slayer of the Westamnet. Great, we will check that in just a moment. Because right now we are a little hard pressed for time. Come over here, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, let me get payback on you. Oh, but maybe we should just defeat the Uruks first. Take care of the weak guys. So that we can then all focus on the same one. I don't want to die again. Jesus, this guy means business. Well, I'm glad we are all fighting him at the same time. Seeing how strong it is, no wonder Kalin fall before you. Yeah. Yeah, drop down. Oh, thank God. Arnwi's fate was sealed when he killed Colin and turned on all of us with a white hand. They are likely prepared for us inside. We need to be careful. The time to end this is now. Alright, meet you on the other side. You and I will take the right side. Gifemund and Nothmar should be able to handle the left. Keep your eye on them and help if they need it, but you should stick with me. We will make quick work of the defilers of our great hall. The right side, so we're taking care of these guys. Guys need a hand, maybe. Yeah, defeat that Uru. Cannot do all the work for you either. Especially because Herubrand needs my help. Finally. So here, who do we have here? Cadwallader. I don't remember that guy. Ila. Don't remember that guy either, but we also have Thurferth. So that's what he was up to. So it seems he was one of the traitors after all. Look, they have even brought up some of the Ox totems with them. And the meat hole looks kinda sinister with those. Okay, so the time for truth is now. Thurferth, that pale traitor. He helped them take the city. Weapons ready, for glory! Oh my god. And it seems I really need to be careful with the AoEs in this place. Like, really? Really, guys, you are not helping. Should I just focus on killing them as fast as I can? It seems their heals are keeping me alive, alright. Alright, so Thurferth has fallen. Ila and the Uruk-hai sentry, so we're only missing this Dunlending leader now. Thank god. That was a lot. Nothmar, Gifemund, any one of you wanna help me here with some heals? I could use some. Yeah, thank you. Finally, they are down. We are victorious, Beriathan. I cannot thank you enough for your aid in reclaiming Woodhurst from the cruel grip of the White Hand. We could not have claimed victory today without you. Gifemund and I have much to discuss about the future of Woodhurst. There is time for that. Today, we celebrate our victory. If any enemies still remain in the city, they will be routed out. With their leaders defeated, there will no longer be organized resistance. The city is finally ours again. Finally. Why are you still hiding here, though?
I have need of your help.
That was a great battle, one we will not soon forget. I have reclaimed the seat that was my father's, but I am leaving Gifemund in charge. He has proven his loyalty and will make a dependable steward until I return. I have heard rumor of aid needed in Westfold. I will soon pack my belongings and join those following Erkenbrand at the Fords of Isen. May we meet again someday. I do hope that's true as well. Agility, vitality, faith, physical mastery. Let us try that.
I have need of your help.
Now, to the Westfold, you have helped a great deal, Beriathan, and I thank you for it. I believe all will be well now. Surely there are others you might help. Your thoughts travel to Gandalf and your heart pulls you towards the Westfold, the westernmost area of the Westemnet, the gate that holds the enemy at bay. You should hasten to that land at once. We will do so, of course, but first, we got some new armor. I don't know how are we standing in terms of stats with these. Well, good enough. I mean, doesn't seem to make that much of a difference, so we're gonna keep that. We have also gained one more trade point, and I just remembered we have not spent this, so I've been giving a lot of thought into this, and I think this one here is more valuable, only for the fact that as a Warden, as an agility class, all the agility that you get will go towards evade, so you don't really need extra evade, and that is what this trait seems to be doing. Block and evade right now are not that useful anyway, but between them both, block is a little bit more needed. I mean, once again, you don't need extra evade. Block, on the other hand, good enough. We only need to unlock these ranks, and now we can start getting Bane of Shadow, which will give us extra light damage, and that is really nice to have. Maybe that would have made things a little bit easier before, but well, it is what it is. Here we have Uruk Slayer of the Westemnet, 5 LOTRO points and some reputation, and of course the advanced tier. 5 LOTRO points in here. That's basically it. So that's it for the Stonedeans. Seeing how little we were missing to complete this, I kinda wish we had done this on the previous episode, but even though they were just a pair of quests, it still took quite a while, so I'm doing my best to have all episodes be under an hour, and I think I have exceeded that mark a few times already, so yeah, I don't wanna keep doing that. In any case, we need to go to the Westfold now. So as you can see, Gandalf is waiting for us just in the border between Kingstead and Westfold. Now, you might remember that when we completed the evacuation to Downharrow, I did that in the middle of the Broadacres questline because I wasn't sure if we were going to get back to Edoras at some other point. So as you can see here, this vector quest will not get us to Edoras itself, but it will get us pretty close. So if you're looking to make as straightforward a path as you can, I think you can. This will be the best point to complete the evacuation to Downharrow, because that means that you don't need to backtrack in the middle of the Broadacres. There is already enough backtracking in the Broadacres with the epic phasing and all that, so you can wait. Kinda works completing the evacuation at this point too, for the story. But you just make sure the people get to Downharrow safely, and then you find Gandalf in the Westfold and begin the last leg of your journey through Rohan. Navian. Okay. This seems like a warband that we cannot fight either. So we're gonna skip this one too. Once again, the warbands in the Western Net, most of them are really tough. So we're skipping most of them. I'm not sure about this one though, because as you can see, all of them are on foot. So maybe we can outrun them on the worsted and keep our life taps up. We might be able to complete the warband that way. But if there are any archers on the group, we might find ourselves on a tight spot. So I don't want to take any chances with that. Actually gonna leave that for later, and we're gonna take this road in here that will lead us to Kingstead, back to Kingstead. It just makes more sense to me entering the Westfold through Kingstead instead of the Stonedeans, because if you come through the Stonedeans, you will come to places that you are not supposed to be visiting yet. So in my mind, take this path, go back to Kingstead, and then from there to Westfold. That should be simple enough. Okay, I do remember where we are going to end up after following this path. This will take us back to Middlemead, actually. Yeah. We kinda took this path when we were in here. Remember, gathering the supplies, disabling the Avant traps, fighting the Dunlendings? That's the way to the Stonedeans. Middlemead is a very central location once again. Although seeing this, I think you can just grab the Stable Master in Woodhurst and save some time. Even more so if you still need to complete the evacuation of Dunharrow. That will take you to Eldora so that you can do the evacuation and then leave and look for Gandalf. I mean, the evacuation is also kind of a mess. It will take you to Dunharrow anyway, so there's not a good place for doing that quest if you ask me. The way I would have done it would have been have the evacuation be completed after chapter 5 of book 12 instead of chapter 6. That's the time when you still can go back to Eldoras relatively easily. We have here Westemnet Lower, no. Caltrops. And more caltrops, okay. We also have these shoulders now that I come to think of it. Agility, vitality, finesse, critical rating, oh. We will lose quite a bit of physical mastery. But the finesse is also nice to have. In the end, once again, doesn't make that much of a difference. Especially because you can upgrade your gear so fast. Really doesn't make any difference. Now, before I forget, we're gonna actually take off the Stone of the Tortoise. We are level 93, which is the recommended level for the Westfold. So yeah, let us do that. Where is Gandalf? Okay. He should be crossing this ford over here. Yeah, the Westfold. Awesome. Yeah, there he is, Gandalf and Shadowfax. So good to see you. How did you know we would be here, Beriathan? It is no matter, there is no time. I will thank Providence for this happy coincidence and leave it at that. Come, We have much to discuss, and quickly. Awesome. Quests of the Westfold. What do we have here? 50 of them, of course. King Théoden has ridden to Helm's Deep in a great change of plan, but I have not time to explain. I must search for Erkenbrand, Grimbold, Helm and their company, for they are missing since the forts fell to the enemy. Ride along the road and find the king, Beriathan. Help him if he needs help, and then help me find the lords of the Westfold. Oh, very exciting. Can I get you to turn? No? Wish I could. Get you to turn in here and get this picture from over here, but anyway, I'll take what I can get. Let us just... Right then, search the road in the Westfold for signs of Théoden's company. Should find something soon enough, I hope. How far are we from this quest? Okay. Okay. You spot a small gathering of people upon the road. Greetings, good man. What can you tell me about the king?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
A stranger on the road at such a time. How can this be? You had best go back to where you came from. This is no place to be wandering. We make for Helm's Deep, the last great stronghold in the Westfold. The Fords of Isen are lost. Have you not heard? Erkenbrand is gone, as are Grimbold and Helm. Our last hope is at the mighty Hornburg. If the people of the Westfold make for Helm's Deep, then perhaps Théoden's company did as well, for you do not see any sign of them upon the road. The terrified people make for Helm's Deep, the last stronghold. Perhaps the king did the same. I think we were already told that during the epic, but anyway. You ask the man if he or his fellows need any assistance. I thank you, stranger, but no. We hope to reach the Hornburg by nightfall. The enemy will not dare to strike us there. We shall make good time when our horses are rested. These hardy folk declined your aid. You should now make for Helm's Deep and seek the king. As you see here, the Westfold is a very peculiar area because Helm's Deep is all the way to the west. So basically you cross the entire Westfold and get to Helm's Deep before you can unlock any quests. And it's kind of weird traveling through the entire area before being able to do any quest. But for the Westfold at least, it works. The story makes it work. I really enjoy how they justify all this, and of course, all the action in the Westfold right now is centered on Helm's Deep, so it kind of makes sense. We enjoy it a lot. So this means, oh my god, this means we are finally getting to Helm's Deep today. Oh my god, this battle is getting closer and closer. I have something very special planned for it as well. I was kinda hoping things would align themselves so that I would spend... I would get to the Battle of Helm's Deep on episode 300 to mark the occasion. It seems that's not gonna be the case though, because I don't think we're gonna spend that much time on the Westfold. So I'm kinda curious to see where the Battle of Helm's Deep will fall now, and also what will episode 300 have in store for us. We'll find out soon enough. For the time being, let us focus on the task at hand. But just so you know, I have very big idea for Helm's Deep. Something really big planned. Very excited to do that as well. So I hope I can get to show you that really soon. Gonna be a lot of work, but really excited. So here we are in the Deep Income. Our first glances of Helm's Deep. We can see the Hornburg on the horizon, a Helm Hammerhand statue as well. The dike. Is here too. The White Mountains, of course. Oh my god, we're finally here. So glad to finally be here. And who do we have here? The King's Men. We found them. Legolas! You have come to Helm's Dyke at the mouth of the deep. Hail, friend. Is that it? Another thing to say? Éomer and Aragorn. Yeah, all say the same. Beriathan, I did not expect to see you here on the eve of the greatest assault Rohan has ever endured. I am glad you are here to aid us and not trapped beyond the gate when it locks behind us. I trust the rest of my realm does not fare so badly as the Westfold, with doughty warriors such as yourself to defend it. Tell me, what news of the Westamnet? Well, maybe you're not gonna like that. You asked the king why he and his company turned away from the forts. Would it not be better to block the forces of Isengard from pouring through the gap? It is a just question, Beriathan, but things have taken a dire turn. Such is the news we received when Gandalf rode off. It is his counsel I follow, and you would be wise to do the same. I had hoped to ride to the forts to aid Erkenbrand, but gambling here has more current news.
The Westfold burns! Something must be done!
The forts have fallen already, stranger. It is lucky that Théoden King turned his course when he did, for even Erkenbrand and his company could not withstand the might of the enemy. We hold this gate for Erkenbrand and wait now for his return. We have heard naught of him since the second battle at the forts, in which the lords of the Westfold were scattered. Have you had news of him? Our hope lies in Erkenbrand's strength. He is the master of this keep. Do regretfully tell Gamlin that you have had no news at all of Erkenbrand.
You are here to help us?
You have come to help us. I know not what help you can give, but I will turn none away. Things have gone ill for us. Yeah, I can see that. Ability, vitality, fate, physical mastery. Awesome. Yeah, let us take this one.
Welcome all, able, but I count your aid double.
The armies of Saruman assaulted the men at the Fords of Isen, and the survivors of the rout are scattered now across the Westfold. No one seems to know where Erkenbrand might be found. He is the lord of the Hornburg during time of peace, and would make his way here if he could. Théoden King turned aside from his course and made for the deep when the signs of Saruman's force became clear. His army is already on the march and will soon be here. I welcome all able folk willing to offer assistance, but I know you by reputation and count your aid double. Friends of yours already lend us what help they can. You will find them in the dike, throughout the deep, and at the Hornburg. You ask Éomer why the Rohirrim do not attempt to ride the enemy down on the plain, since the riders have such a great advantage on horseback. It is true that we are far stronger than any foe on foot, but... Éomer trails off. Éomer is reluctant to speak his thoughts? What's the matter? It is not my wish to make dire predictions for the fate of my people. I will tell you of the events upon the road when Gandalf parted from our company and bade us come here.
Théoden's company parted with me upon the road and retreated to Helm's Deep. What news could have reached them that turned them from their path?
Alright, so here we're gonna get some answers, it seems. So of course Eomer is telling us this story. We were not really here, but it seems kind of fitting, you know, to experience this on horseback, so that's what I'm doing. Eomer's memory describes Théoden's encounter with a man the company met on the road. Does Eomer ride with you? At last you come, but too late. Alas, you bring too little strength. All has gone evilly since Theodred fell. Yesterday we lost the Isen and many good men with it. What's your name, good man? Carol. Okay. I got news for you, Carol. But... okay. Here I see Eomer, Aragorn, Gandalf. Okay, Théoden, Legolas, Gimli with Eomer. But of course, Carol has not seen the king yet. Yeah, you can see why. He's kind of behind this banner bearer, so he can be excused.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
Eomer's memory of the man's troubling words continues. At night, fresh forces of the enemy came over the river against our encampment. All Isengard must be empty now, and Saruman has armed the hill men and herd folk of Dunland, and this he also loosed on us. We were overpowered. The shield wall is broken. Erkenbrand has drawn off those men he could gather, but the rest are scattered. We know nothing of Erkenbrand or Grimbold or Helm. Please, where is Eomer? Tell him that no hope lies ahead. He should turn back to Edoras before the warriors of Isengard come here. Come, Carol, and stand before me. I am here. The last tuft of Eorlingas rides forth, and it shall not return without battle. Command me, my king. And pray pardon me. You thought I remained in Meduseld, hunched like an old tree beneath winter snow. So it was when you went to war, but a wind from the west has shaken the bows. Come, Carol, and despair no longer. Let us ride to Erkenbrand's aid. No, Théoden, you must ride at once to Helm's Deep. Do not go to the Fords of Isen, and tarry not on the plain. I must leave. Shadowfax must bear me on a swift errand. Aragorn, Eomer, keep well the Lord of the Mark until I return. Wait for me at Helm's Gate. Farewell. I would hope Shadowfax to be a little bit faster. Just saying. If Warthog were here, he would not find it hard to explain. I suppose that is true, but for myself I shall wait until we see Gandalf again. Perhaps you will wait long, or perhaps not. Speak with Eomer. Eomer's tale is done. You should now return your thoughts to the men gathered at the Helm's Gate, waiting for Gandalf and hoping that Erkenbrand will return soon. Okay. So wait a second in here. Just a few pictures, you know me, right? Because we are on the eve of a great battle. We don't want to miss this. Do you not see, Beriathan? More likely than not, this is to be the last stand of the Rohirrim. The Hornburg is our best hope in surviving this night. The enemy sends all of his might to meet us at this very place. If he wants a fight, he will have it. Join us, friend. We will make the White Hand rue the day they set foot on this land. Agility, vitality, fate, maximum morale. I'm not sure about that. Gambling has told us that Erkenbrand left many men to defend the dike, but that all are too old like him, or too young. Will you cheer up the men? It is likely long since they have had a smile, a jest, or a sympathetic look. They know that they will likely not survive this night. And Legolas, what do you want us to do, Legolas? I am glad to see you again, Beriathan, even at this dark hour. Have you seen what marches forth across the plains? This will be a fell night indeed. Will Rohan fall? Legolas looks out northward, his keen eyes searching along the plains of the Westfold. You should look for yourself. This is a good place to look. Okay. You see a creeping darkness and smoke of the burning waste left by the marching enemy. The destruction is vast indeed. Alas for the fair men and women of Rohan. Saruman's wrath approaches swiftly. You saw it too. It seems that Erkenbrand has left many archers to man the wall. I wonder how soon their arrows will be spent. We'll see.
Hail, friend! I knew that you would not miss this chance.
This dwarf has had enough of running and riding and talking. Now is the time for fighting, and quite a battle is shaping up to be too. The walls of the fortress seems very sturdy, and the men say that the deep has never been taken by an enemy. I, and may not be taking this time either, but I tell you true that I will be a mite disappointed if my axe is little used. There are orcs next to Hugh, and I am just the dwarf to do it. I expect you will find Legolas atop the fortress wall. He would prefer a nice long view of the approaching orcs, whereas I want to see their ugly faces up close. It is good to see you again, Beriathan. I know that you have acquired some expertise in your travels. Tell me, what do you think of these fortifications? The Rohirrim claim that none can break the wall, and the Hornburg will be the safest place in all of Rohan. I have my own thoughts on the matter. Will you have a look around and tell me what you think? And the gate is well kept and hardy, but could easily be crushed by an enemy siegecraft. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Citadel, okay. Let us talk then. Citadel sees you and heartily calls a greeting.
The Hornburg has never fallen. If fortune be with us, it never will.
This is the home of Erkenbrand, but none know what has become of him. Now the king will rely on the walls of the Hornburg and on the strong arms of his people. Will you help us defend the deep? Citadel smiles when you say that you will. The Hornburg has never fallen, and if fortune be with us, I will one day tell my children and theirs that it still has not, even many years hence. This night may be its gravest test, and ours. May we be found sufficient. Alright, now the epic will advance when we visit the Hornburg, but I think it's gonna be some time before we do that. For the time being, at the very least, we need to drop the men, look for the barrels of arrows and the fortifications. Okay, here we have one, fortification. This fortification is strong, but it will not keep out a great host of fierce Uruk-hai. Yeah, safe to say that. Cluster of arrow barrels, 1. Defender. Have you ever looked out at the beauties of the plains and knowing it was to be your last look at the grasses touching the sky? Nay, do not protest. This is my last battle. I make my stand here and I will not retreat. My old legs aren't much, they cannot march and they certainly cannot run. Here I will stand until I die. I only hope to kill 100 Uruks before I go. You feel a soul of admiration for this brave man. You should honor him and submit yourself to him as you would to a king. Yeah, I bow to you. You vow to honor this brave soldier, and as you do so, a tear comes unbidden to his smiling eyes. Yeah, man, you deserve it. Totally deserve it. Oh. Okay, let us keep looking for defenders and arrows and fortifications. Is there a fortification in here? Seems not. Or maybe here? Doesn't seem to be. Or maybe a man that we need to cheer up. Bundle of arrow barrels, nothing? Okay. A good look of the Hornburg then. Holy, nothing. Okay. This is the guy we already talked to. Fortification here. This is the one that we have already checked. Seems to be. Oh yeah. Okay, so where is the rest of it? Okay, the statue of Helm Hammerhand. Really important location here too. I have never been in a battle before, but my father has been in many. He is so fearsome that orcs throw down their arms and surrender to him. So my grandmother tells me. My father is probably forcing orcs to surrender near the forts right now. I do not think I am strong enough to kill many orcs, but if I am fearsome enough, perhaps they will surrender to me. Do you think I am fearsome? You should acknowledge that this young soldier is indeed fearful enough to force you to yield to him. Let us try. No, that's not it. So, you surrender to this fearsome soldier and he smiles brightly at you. Yeah, cheer up a little. You're gonna be okay. I hope, I guess. It's a shame though that we cannot get a better picture of Helm Hammerhand. Almost tasted, right? We are almost there. Okay, we have already been here. Fortification. Thank you. Let us continue looking around. Bundle of arrows. Unlock glass too. Doesn't seem to be enough, but well. We'll make do with what we have. Oh yeah, with the dike as well, the frame. Let us continue. Another bundle of arrows. Cool. Soldier in here? No? Okay, let us continue looking. Fortification? No. There, here we have another man. However will I slay orcs and uruks when my hands will not stop shaking? I haven't felt calm since Gambling handed me a sword. I have never seen a battle before and I am terrified. I cannot stop thinking about the blood or the pain. Will I be able to act when I am needed? I am so restless, but I wish to be calm like my fellows. You should try to ease this young man's fears, for tonight will be his first taste of battle. Like, what? The head? No? Your calm words to the boy have helped his trembling to stop. Yeah, I think that's better. Patting him on the head feels a little bit condescending. What do we have here? 5 arrow barrels, it seems that's it. Well, clusters of barrels actually. When I was a younger man riding out to my first war, a fellow soldier would sing before every battle, and our hearts were stronger when we rode. He had a fair voice and clear, and he sang of peace, war, life and death. Nobody sings today, everyone is silent and afraid. I long to hear a song, but I daren't raise my own voice. I am so tone deaf that I am afraid gambling would have me thrown off the dike. This man longs for fair music to gladden his heart before the battle. I can do that for you. No. The command is sing. Sorry. The old man smiles and nods at your first song, his heart gladdened. Can go back to Aragorn with this, but where are the fortifications? Why can't I see them? Where did I miss them actually? Not a fan of it, but it seems I need to get some help from our friend the delete key. Yeah, they are too far away it seems. Where will we find the last one? Around here it seems, yeah. Okay, so we can now go back to Gimli, Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli. Tell them what we found. I wonder though, well, oh, there is no easy way down. Not yet, at least. So, gotta look for a way ourselves. Come back, guys. I have news for you. I'm not sure if you will like them, but I have news for you. Go, there we go. Well, what do you think, Beriathan? You quietly relayed your observations to Gimli. Could not have said it better myself. There is good, strong rock here, but it is not good enough. I fear for these men, doughty though they are. Tonight, I expect to make a great stand at the Hornburg, and if it is my last battle, I will take many an uruk with me. You did a kind thing. You cheer up those men while your own heart probably needs cheering itself. It is worthy work to give courage to others, Beriathan. Alas, that these troubled times must be ours. I only hope that we survive tonight. Thank you for your words, Aragorn. Erkenbrand has left these men well stocked, but it will not be enough. Perhaps the first line of enemy soldiers will fall, but more will take their place, and they will crash upon the Hornburg like the sea on a castle of sand. Alas, for Rohan. Alas, indeed. Share the sentiment with you, Legolas. What do we have here now?
The Westfold burns! Something must be done!
If you wish to know about the state of things in Westfold, I am glad to tell you all that I know. Erkenbrand, the Lord of Helm's Deep, took command of the fort after Prince Théoden fell. Elfhelm was with him, and Grimbold too. Grimbold is the Thane of Grimslade, a town to the east. I do not know what happened at the Fords of Isen, but I do know that all of Westfold braces for war and awaits news of the scattered lords. For enemies of Isengard now roam free. They march here even now as we speak. If Erkenbrand and the others can get here, we have a chance to survive. If they do not, Gambling trails off. If you wish to help the Westfold and Rohan, think to helping yourself. Seek shelter in the Hornburg and defend it with us. Help us ready for battle. If reports hold true, it is folly to roam the plains right now. Yes, we need Erkenbrand, but can he get here in time if he even leaves? You thank Eomer for his advice, but you wonder what Gandalf would have you do. Eomer counsels you to shelter in the Hornburg? I cannot advise you easily, Beriathan. I truly worry that those of us who ride on to the Hornburg will not live to see the morning. But I believe that crossing the plains of the Westfold before Saruman's army will mean certain death. Yet, the hope lies in Gandalf. For myself, I will stay and defend Théoden and Rohan with my life, for Rohan has ever been an ally to my people. I hope that Gandalf can find Erkenbrand in time. Aragorn believes that hope lies in Gandalf, and in finding Erkenbrand. So you have decided to part ways here, Beriathan? I pray for your safe return, and I hope that there is still time to draw swords with you at the Hornburg. Good luck with your search for Erkenbrand. Be careful. The Westfold is not what it once was. The enemy has claimed this land. The battle at the Hornburg will decide the fate of Rohan. I do not know where Erkenbrand would go after the Fords of Isen fell. Perhaps with Grimbold back to the town of Grimslade, or perhaps to Martin, which lies closer to the gap, or perhaps elsewhere. I urge you to begin your search in Martin, for many men bear news thither as soon as they have news to bear. Good luck to you, Beriathan. I know I will see you again soon. Alright, so there you have it. We will ride through the Westfold first, look for Erkenbrand, and hopefully we can get back to the Hornburg in time for the battle. But, well, that is a matter for another episode. For the time being, this has been all for today's episode. So thank you so much for watching Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.